And hello, boys and girls. I hope that looks good. Hope that looks right for you guys. I'm not sure if it is or not. I hate this thing. But we have a baseball game. We are showing... Hello, Nat. We are showing the Chicago Cubs versus the St. Louis Cardinals, April 16th, 1903. Welcome to the first round of which both the American National League teams. This is the first year that they had any form of a World Series. This is my second game because it takes a while to set these things up. If you can see that, I hope you can. Hello, STM. Don't tell Jester. He might like this, though, but I think he's got a game going, so hopefully it'll get done soon. I noticed he did, so. Anyway, this is Digital Diamond Baseball. If everybody knows I can play it, I do it well. And let's see what I got here. Have my own ways. So let's introduce the starting lineup without further ado. For the Chicago Cubs of 1903. This is Robeson Field, by the way, St. Louis, Missouri. For the Chicago Cubs, batting first would be Davy Jones. He is the right fielder. He batted .282 in 1902 for the Chicago Cubs, or 1903. Jimmy Slagle will be next. He batted .298. He's playing left field. Johnny Kling, very famous man, he's in the Hall of Fame, is the catcher, .297. 3 home runs he had for that year. John Dobbs played center field, batted .230. John Dobbs is known for a few other things too. So, later on down the road. John Dobbs was not invited to old-timer games as it went on. He got nailed for gambling, I believe. Joe Tinker's at third base, a rare position for him for the Chicago Cubs. Batted .291. Johnny Evers is playing shortstop, batting .293. Bobby Lowe is at second base. Bill Hamlin's your first baseman. He batted .095. That's a true thing. As you can see, he didn't last long. He only had 21 at-bats for his entire season. That same Bill Hamlin, though, became an umpire. That's who he is. And Bill Hamlin's in the Hall of Fame for umpiring. Jack Taylor is the pitcher, batted .222. Back then, pitchers knew how to hit. For the Cardinals, Johnny Farrell will be playing second base. He batted .272. Homer Smoot is the center fielder, .296 batted with 4 home runs. Dave Brain played third base. Move that over there a little bit. Oh, okay, no, I got it over there. Okay, there we go. Dave Brain plays third base. He batted .231 for the Cardinals. George Barkley was in left field with a .248 hitter. The famous Patsy Donovan batted .327 for the Cardinals. Art Nichols was a .192 batter. Otto Williams is .203. Jack Ryan is .238. And the midget, Clarence Currie, will be the pitcher. He's batted .085 for the St. Louis Cardinals. Let go. And in case you guys need to see, and I'll bring Mr. Currie up first. Mr. Currie and his pitcher, and this is his batting, so I'll pick him up over here. I'll get him over here. But as you can see with Davy Jones in his season, now, Beatles, when Beatles is on here, he'll tell you the same thing I will. In the dead ball era, especially in the early 1900s, the home run was nice. It was not the home run. Triples were your home runs back in dead ball. Triples would clear bases, and that's what they had. Okay, now for you guys, I gotta let you know, Happy Mother's Day, yes. Oh, thank you very much to Honey Bunny. She's probably up there asleep. Now, just let you guys know real quick, I can only look at you at half innings. My other PC I've packed up. As you guys know, I'm heading out of town for a while. So let's see if we can get started here. I'll catch you everybody at half innings. Okay, hopefully you guys can see well. I'm hoping you can. All right, and I got to put this down. There we go, so I can look at it a whole lot better from my point of view. All right. Okay, here we go. Clarence Currie's on the mound. Davy Jones is at the plate. Here is the first pitch of the game for the St. Louis Cardinals 1903 season. Oh, come on, let go. There you go. Be nice. And here we go. And the first pitch of this game is going to be... Oh my God, I forgot to do that. Okay. Is a 676 for Davy Jones. And he takes that one upstairs. That will be ball 4. There we go. Coming up will be Jimmy Slagle, the left fielder for the Chicago Cubs. By the way, in the real game, the Cardinals won 2-1. And there is no relief pitchers. Jimmy Slagle's up. This is a 665. This is one of the seasons that I built, and I had no choice. So I'm not even going to complain about it. I don't mind doing it either. It took a lot of work, but I got it done. Johnny Kling is up to bat here. And here we go. Don't mind the silence, guys. It gets that way. And this will be a 163 for Johnny Kling. I do roll my own dice, guys. You may or may not be able to see it. I do use rock and roll dice. And here we go. Here's the pitch. That's heading out towards Farrell. He throws off the wish for the force over the first. Double play. Great slick turn. Davy Jones will take third in a double play by the St. Louis Cardinals. Farrell to Waves and Nichols. That's 4-6-3 for all of you keeping score. And Johnny Dobbs is coming to bat. He is batting cleanup today for the Chicago Cubs out of the hose. Here we go. And it is a 2-2-0. Currie sets. That's a fly ball to center field. Smoot's getting it right under it, and he scarfs it up. No runs, no hits, one man left on base at the bottom of the first inning. St. Louis coming to bat will be Farrell, Smoot, and Dave Brain. Welcome again to Robeson Field, St. Louis, Missouri. Welcome to 1903, where meet me in a year from now. The World's Fair would be out here in St. Louis. John Farrell is up. Here is the pitch. Yeah, I'm missing pictures. I'm missing photos. I'll try to get them as I go along here, guys. 872 on Farrell. See what I can do with them. So, not easy. And Tailwine's deal. It's ground ball. It's going to go past in between second base. In there for center field for a hit. And cut off by Dallas. Fires it back in. That's going to be a single for Farrell. Homer Spoon's coming up to bat. Farrell is going to try to see if we can get a stolen base out of here. And first up, that's a 5-4-7. That's not going to make it far enough for the man. Farrell leads off, trying for the see if he can try to get a good lead on here. And held off. Nope, rears back in. Knuckle towards low at second base, hit it, and throws Spoon out. Okay. So he ended up firing the ball. I thought it was a stolen base. Sorry about that. Down a ground ball towards Lowe. Lowe gets it real slowly. Fires the first. Did not have time to make it over second base. Farrell gets second base anyway. One down. Here we go. We are in the bottom of the first inning. And I'm out of practice, guys. I do apologize. I have not broadcasted since April 20th. I do apologize for that. Dave Brain's coming to bat. He was a 231 batter for the Cardinals. 60 RBIs, though, 21 stolen bases. He had a real good thing there, 66% chance. Good chance for a lead, and he's a decent bunter. And I've looked up all this information to figure it out. So, and the folks at Digital Diamond Baseball were pretty good about it. Unfortunately, I don't know if that because I did have to add the facts in there. I could not submit I couldn't submit it to him. Dave Brain is up to bat. Here we go. If I left the basic information alone, they would have taken it, but I couldn't do that. That's not my style. And here is the pitch by Jack Taylor to 0-4-4. And Taylor's time rocks back. Here it comes. That's a slow cookie. Took for strike three, and there are two down. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. Hang on, I'm going to drop the gauge. Oh, gauge speed play's doing good. All right. Okay, here we go. George Barkley's at the bat. Batted 248, 42 RBIs. Again, another guy who can steal a base fairly decently. Here is the pitch. And this is going to be a 336. Here we go. Taylor's son. He got this thing. That's a high fly ball out there towards center field, but drifting over it will be Mr. Dobbs. And that is in and out of his glove. He'll draw an error. Barkley reaches first. Third would be Farrell as he was watching the ball. Who did not decide to run on that one there. And we have the first error of the season. This is common for dead ball error, so it's nothing to worry about. Patsy Donovan's coming up to bat. If you notice, these guys are easy, but look at Johnny Evers' error rate. He was an 18%er. Joe Tinker was 11. This is common. So you never know what's going to happen in this game. Welcome to 1903. Coming up to bat is Patsy Donovan. Runners are on first and third. Here we go. 2 down. And that is a 667. Could be, could not be. Here we go, holding the back, pitching on the way. That was low below the knees on a ball 4. Barkley will take second base. Patsy Down will take first. And as the old saying goes, the diamond is drunk, the bases are loaded. Art Nichols came to bat. He batted 192 for our St. Louis Cardinals. Had an on-base percentage of 281. Wasn't too great. 9 RBIs and 9 stolen bases. Like I said, he didn't bat long either for the Cardinals. He lasted about 120 pitches. Then either he was released or he was traded. And here is the pitch. That's a 6-1-3. Base loaded. Here we go. Comes in. Here's the pitch. That's heading out over towards third. Up to third base of time. He played lots of time. Throws out Nichols easily over first base. Taylor got the better of it. And they shut down the Cardinals with the bases loaded. At the end of 1. No runs for either team. 1 hit for the Cardinals. The Cubs had an error. And if you guys know who I am, we'll do it in the second inning. But let's see who we got out here. Let's see who we got coming out here to play. And I hope everybody's enjoying the game. If the YouTube police is watching me like they like to do on occasion, mind you that all advertisements are from a 1903 edition of a newspaper. They are here for, I'm doing them for entertainment only and for the laughter. Joe Tinker is coming to bat. He batted 291 for the Chicago Cubs. He had 2 home runs, 70 RBIs, decent amount of RBIs, stole 27 bases. And again, as I can show you, George Barkley had an error rate of 10. Dave Brain was at 11. And Mr. Williams and Otto Williams was a 12%er. This is common, like I said, especially back then. Not like it is today, so... And not even like it is in the heyday of good batting. So here we go, guys. Here is the pitch to. Get over there. Okay. There. All right. Okay. Currie's on the mound. Joe Tinker's at the ready. And here we go. It is a 4-3-0. Coming at bat. Nobody's up here. Here's the swing. And that's heading right over a little roller over towards shortstop. He will make the play. Sticks to the glove. He couldn't make the throw. And that is an error on Williams. First error for the Cardinals this season. Due up the bat is Johnny Evers. Now, I've done something that I'm not sure if Al's doing it or not either, or anybody else who plays digital diamond baseball. And I do like the game. I just have arguments with customer service. Don't let that stop you from getting this game. It's a great game. And if you know what to look for, you can get a lot of information out here. Now, in this game here, because the dead ball here is a whole lot different ballpark, I used a couple factors I didn't have that I shouldn't have. One was a what-if baseball program that's out there that I had to guess on the stolen base percentages that I knocked down because they did it on fantasy, so I tried to knock that down a little bit. I built the transaction page for this year, so I had to do that myself. But if you look hard and you know what you're looking for, the transaction pages you can either find in Retro Sheet or Baseball Reference at 1903. They are out there. You just got to put them together in here. That's all it is. And that's not that hard to do. It's just time consuming. The baseball cards, I find my own. I have a good time doing that. So here we go. Johnny Evers up to bat. Joe Tinker's at first base, and we are going to try to see if we can get this man to steal a base for us. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Good. And the first number is going to be is an 891. He is not going to get the jump. There's always a chance for the pickoff. Still first, he gets back on a snap throw by the catcher. He was edging off the bag, so Johnny Evers will be coming up to bat here. Johnny Evers can bunt. A lot of ball players back then did. Here we go. And it is a 956. And there, Currie brings back. That's high heading out there towards right field, towards those stands. And we're going to see what we can do here. Got a chance for an extra base by Joe Tinker. He might be able to make it all the way around. As it cruises over towards the wall for a double. And this has got an excellent chance for Joe Tinker to make it back, 0-51. He's coming around. They might get him over. He's being waved around. And here comes Joe Tinker, and he scores all the way from first base. And we have a 1-0 lead to start the game off for the Chicago Cubs. Johnny Evers will take second base. He's still a threat to steal. Bobby Lowe's at second base. He's batted .267 for the Chicago Cubs in his previous season. So we're going to see what we can do here with it. It's 1-0 Chicago here in the top of the second inning. Johnny Evers is going to see if we can try to get him to try to steal a base for us. Okay, I saw it already, so let's go back here. Okay, here we go. And that is a 0-4-9. He's got the lead. As he takes a real good lead here. Here we go for the run. See if we can get it going. Evers is ready. Currie's getting ready. He's in the stretch. Fires towards the plate. And here goes Tinker. Here goes Evers on the throw. And there goes Evers. A great throw by Ryan, and they snap him down. And Evers is out trying to steal third base. On a great throw by our catcher, Ryan. By Jack Ryan. And we have one down. And Currie's in there right now. And there, as you can tell, the Cardinals will be here to battle today. Bobby Lowe's up to bat. Here is the pitch. It is a 0-0-5. And if you guys can see the stats and everything like that, in case you're not being able to, then that's a swing and a miss for a strike 3 on Bobby Lowe. Clarence Currie, strikeouts were not big back then. You have a couple that were out there, but he only struck out 52 the entire season. 154 games, he only struck out 52. And he had 22 games that he pitched, 16 starts, 13 complete. Welcome to real baseball. And he had an ERA of 4.01. Bill Hamlin, the first baseman's up. Here is the pitch to Bill Hamlin. And that is a 905 to Hamlin. Here's the sign. Winds it first. Cracks out towards left field. Grounded sharply in there. Gets in between Brandon Williams. And he gets in there for the base hit. Hamlin's on board with the single. And he looks like he's ready to see what he can do here. Let's see what we got for the man. And yes, this is a stealing league. Everybody at least had a chance to steal. He is not going to get this one, though. Taylor will be the hitter. 2 away. Hamlin takes first base. That was a 486, by the way. Step off, throw back. Hamlin gets back safely and easily. Here's the pitch to Taylor. It is a 541. And Hamlin heads out. Here we go. Here he comes. That's heading out towards Farrell. No, it gets underneath his glove. Taylor reaches under the air, and that's the second error on the Cardinals for the inning. And over the second goes Hamlin. Davy Jones is coming back up. He is 0 for 1. He walked his first time up. The one thing I don't have, and I forgot, I've got to keep a scorebook. My fault, guys. I apologize. Okay, I do apologize for that. So we're going to be doing this blind. Sorry about that. Here is the pitch. And it is a 497. Runners on first and second. 497, 2 down here. The Cardinals are waiting to see what they can do. And here we go. Fly ball to right field heading towards Donovan. He's able to camp underneath that and retires it. But the Cubs get 1 run. 2 hits. 2 runners left on base. After an inning and a half. Chicago 1, the St. Louis Cardinals nothing. Due up the bat will be Otto Williams, Jack Ryan, and Midget Currie. And yes, his nickname was Midget. So it's no joke. Otto Williams coming bat here. He's getting ready to start here. His 1903 season. Here's the pitch to Otto. And it is a 703. Thing does move a little slow. Sorry about that, guys. Let me speed it up. Heading on down. That's heading out towards right field on the button, but Jones is waiting for it, and he stays there, retires, waiting for the first out of the second inning. Coming to bat will be Jack Ryan, the catcher. Back then, they had multiple catchers. By the way, they had about 2 or 3 catchers on the roster, so they were able to split it up. And he's a rookie, sort of. They don't have the splits, so this is a 235. Swung on, head over towards third base, but right at Tinker, who stays it, and he fires over towards first, and there is 2 down. Coming up will be the pitcher, Clarence Currie. Chicago's leading 1-0 here. He had a beautiful day at Robinson Park in St. Louis. Fans are here cheering for the St. Louis Cardinals right now. And that is a 7-17 to the kid. Tails belt, trying hard at third base, and right there Tinker waiting for him. He nailed that catch real easily, and no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. 2 in the books now. It is Chicago 1, the St. Louis Cardinals nothing. And the first 2 innings of our game today, in case anybody hasn't figured out who I am. If you don't know what I do, be warned. Be warned, I do this a lot. Yep. Hang on here. Something just unloaded on me. Dog. Okay, come on. There we go. Hang on, guys. My advertisements quit on me. Does that on occasion. And the first 2 innings today were sponsored by the original Misfit Parlors. That's right, you heard outstanding offerings for suit and top coats. The original Misfit Parlors. Just in and ready for your selection tomorrow. The very finest misfit and uncalled for garments we ever received from the merchant tailor shops. Suits and top coats. Made from the highest degree style with swell fabrics and fitting absolutely correct. They're yours at less than half of the tailor prices. As a $35 to $40 value, you can receive that at $16.50. You can get men's stylish trousers at equally great reductions on grand lines from $2.50 to $6. This is the original Misfit Parlor, and that is at 808 Olive Street in St. Louis. And we are back to our game. W. Vogs, how we doing? Yes, I'm back for at least one game. I'm still out of practice. I do apologize. I'm not doing this at my best. So that I apologize for, guys. I really do. But I can still do my commercials like I know what I'm doing. Okay, we're in the top of the third inning of this great game. 1-0 Chicago. Coming to bat will be Jimmy Slagle. Jimmy Slagle walked his first time up also. Remember, we had 2 Cubs up on the same time. Here is the pitch to Jimmy Slagle. And he bats second. Yes, Davy Jones and Jimmy Slagle both walked. And that's a 1.95 to Slagle. Pitch on its way. A little comeback to the mound. Taken there by Currie. Fires to first, and we have 1 down. Johnny Kling is coming up. He is 0 for 1. Hitting to a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. Don't ask how I remembered that one. But I did. And here we go. We're ready for this one. And it is a 234. 234 on this one here, and this poor gentleman here. As you can see, this game is not exactly a defensive gem. He kicks and deals, line hard over towards Otis, and Otto Williams, and he makes the grab. That is 2 down in the top of the third inning. Coming to bat will be Johnny Dobbs. He is also 0 for 1. He got the third out in the first inning. Wish I could remember what it was. And I don't think I can. Let me look real quick. Yes, I can. Hold on, guys. Johnny Dobbs hit down right into center field where Smoot was able to grab it. They're in the first inning, so he is 0 for 1. Here is the pitch. If you hear that sound, that's my mouse. It's a 615. And here we go. Here's the pitch right over towards Farrell. Routine grounder. Bobs a couple times. Gets the handle. Flips to first and too late. That's the third error on the Cardinals today. 2, I believe, by Mr. Farrell alone. We have a runner on first, Mr. Dobbs. Coming up is Joe Tinker. He's 0 for 1, but he did score a run. I believe he reached on an error. I know he did. Reached on an error, which is 0 for 1. So here we go. Here is the pitch to Joe Tinker. And that is a 865. Let's hope he didn't. Let's hope that Mr. Farrell did not open up the floodgates. That's always that possibility. All right. There we go. Okay. Hang on for a fast sec, guys. What are you doing out there? All right, there we go. Okay. I keep toys around for not for lone reasons. Okay. And 8. All right. Okay. And we're going to hit a no on that extra base try. Not the smartest thing to do. And they'll not try that. They're going to lose Barkley. It's a base hit for Joe Tinker here in the second third inning here. Okay, Joe Tinker has a lone run. Hang on, guys. I do apologize. We're going to see what we can do here. Talk amongst yourselves for a fast sec. I'm going to cheat the system. Okay. If you can watch it with me here. So we're doing well here if it does that. Does this first inning. Okay, Cardinal Farrell. Okay, has a base hit. Okay, that was a second, but that was a 4-3. Rain digs in. That was a strike 3. That's a K. Barkley. That's an error, E8. Okay, bang, bang. And that was a walk on Donovan. Yes, it was. Okay, and Nichols 5-3. Okay. Yeah, I got it better fast what you think. That was an area. That was E6. Okay. Double. He scores with the double, so he gets the RBI. 2. Alright. I'm writing up a scorecard. That's what I'm doing, just in case you want. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm running up a scorecard. Okay. That is 2-5 CS. Alright. And that's a K. Hamlin steps in. That's a single. Taylor. E4. And then comes up Mr. Jones again. And that was 8, 9. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Okay, 9. Ryan was 5. Currie was 5. And we were currently in the third. Slagle, okay, that's 1-3. I got a bad scorecard too. I hate the scorecard I got. That is 6. E4. That's a single. He'll take second. And that's where we're at. Okay, thanks guys. All right. I got a spot for that. Okay, there we go. And coming up to bat will be Johnny Evers. Again, I apologize to everybody for the delay. I do apologize. Well, hello, Beatles. I knew you'd show up. I was hoping you would. God, I miss you. Welcome to the ball game and welcome to 1903, my friend. We are at Robeson Field, St. Louis. Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals opening day. I figure I come back to 1903. I'm thinking seriously now. As much as I've had problems with, and you know I've had issues. I'm having issues with the customer service at that Digital Diamond. I'm thinking seriously about doing a 10-year here too, and I think about doing. I was going to do 1990, but I changed my mind. I may start at 1910. And let's go through the heyday of dead ball from 1910 to 1919 before the Black Sox scandal. Let's go with that and see what happens. And see what we got, because it's going to be interesting. I think it will be. And we'll catch the heyday of the rise and fall of Smokey Joe Wood and Ed Walsh and all them. And that's what we're going to catch. Johnny Evers come to bat. Here is the pitch to Evers. There is 2 down. That's like I said, Farrell may have opened up the floodgates. 3 Cardinal errors so far this game. And this is a, come on. Come on. There it goes to 0-48. Currie comes on in, look in, here's the pitch, and it's strike 3. It was called. Mr. Evers was forced to look, and that is 3 down, ends the 3rd inning. But the Chicago Cubs got another hit. 1 more error on the Cardinals. They left 2 at the end of 2.5 innings. It is Chicago 1, St. Louis nothing. Due to bat here will be John Farrell. I will get a picture of him, by the way. I'll find that one. I'm not worried about him. His last time up, he reached on a, he got a hit on a, hey, he got a double. Yes, he did. He got a double. He got a single his first time up. He is the lone Cardinal hit. By the way, nope, he didn't. He walked. There we go. All right. Jack Taylor's on the mound. Here is the pitch. Okay. And this now we got it going already. Come on, there you go. 170 is going to be our pitch here today. Come on, there you go. All right, somebody's hugging up my game here. And that's heading out towards Johnny Ayers. And he kicks it. That'll be an error. Farrell gets reprieve. He's on first with an error on Johnny Ayers, the second one by the Cubs. As you can see, Johnny Ayers, like I said, he has an 18% error rate, one of the highest in the league, and that is a true statement. So like as I was telling everybody right there, especially on second, third, and shortstop, a lot of infielders were like that back then when they're first beginning. As the gloves started to improve, the error rate started to come down. Homer Spoot's coming up to bat. Here we go. Farrell's on first. Here is the pitch by Jack Taylor. That's a 539. And taking a look, and that's the pitch heading out towards right field. Deep right field, weathering back is Jones heading towards that wall. Settles under it, and he puts it out one down here in the third inning. Coming to bat will be, there we go, Dave Brain, third baseman. He is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Going to see if we can try to get this man across. And John Farrell, see if we can try to get a stolen base under. John Evers tried it. He got nailed going to third. So far it's been a catcher's day on this. So let's see if we can try to get him a good lead this time again. And it is a 192. And Farrell's got a lead as he gets himself a real good lead on this one here. Here we go. Here's the pitch by Taylor. Farrell goes. Good throw by Kling, but not in time. Farrell slides underneath, and he will take second base for the Chicago Cubs. There's always some shenanigans shenanigans. Hello, Tribe, Beatles, Jester. This is baseball, Jester. This is real baseball. Okay, here we go, guys. Farrell's on second. Brains up to the plate. Here is the pitch by Jack Taylor. Yep, get back up there. And here is the pitch, and it is a 9.55. Taylor swung that's heading out towards center field, just out of Evers' reach. It's getting in there, picked up by Dodds. And we're going to see if we're going to give it a try. Why not? This is that kind of baseball. They're going to see if they can try to wave Mr. Farrell around. So here we go. On a single, so let's see what we got here. And a 0.81. Fairgrave, they're going to wave Farrell around, see if they can get out. It was deep enough. Yes, he ran right through the stop sign. On his way, straight through, he comes in, and he is safe. Brain will take second on the on the throw, and we are tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Due at the bat will be George Barkley. Dave Brain is on second. Here at Roosevelt, a great day, and St. Louis Cardinals have come to tie it. For real, by the way, this game, the St. Louis Cardinals, according to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, won 2-1. And one person actually hit the, page 14. There we go. Okay. There you go. One person hit the home run. Barkley he had the triple for that game, so we had one person that got the dead ball home run. So here we go, guys. Here we go. We're in the bottom third inning. George Barkley's up to bat, and here is the pitch. Coming on in, it's a 2-10. 2-10 on the man. By the way, I'm playing both teams, by the way. I thought it's better that way. I got tired of managers putting the wrong pitches or screwing me up. That's heading over to Hanlon right there at him, and he makes the fast catch, and that is 2 down. And that was George Barkley. Okay, 3. That's a single with an RBI. Brings up Patsy Donovan. Patsy Donovan last time up. Grounded out to third base with Joe Tinker in the first inning. We're in a 1-1 tie here in St. Louis. Here comes the pitch to Patsy Donovan. Dave Brain still on second base. 2 down, that's why the man's not bunting. It is a 4:32. Dave Lee takes his lead. And here we go. Here's the pitch over towards third. Line short right there. But Tinker's able to snag that ball out and hang on to it. Tinker and Donovan are having a day today. That's the second time he's hit that way. And that is 3 down. At the end of the third inning is 1 run, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Unearned run, by the way. And we are at the bottom top of the 4th inning. The Chicago Cubs. Due up will be Bobby Lowe, Bill Hanlon, and the pitcher Jack Taylor. And as I remind certain people who don't like our dead ball seasons, Jack Taylor hit .222. Pitchers hit back in 1903. I did 1965 that didn't upload. I'm real teed off. Did it for National Pastime 3. Another one of Clint's specials. San Francisco over Philadelphia 3-2 Cardiac League. And this is, as anybody hasn't figured out, this is broadcast by the Cardiac Radio Baseball Network. Come to that bat up will be Bobby Lowe, as everybody knows. And if any of you guys who don't know my games and haven't seen me, most of my games are cardiac games. A good 60 to 70% of them are when I broadcast are cardiac. Cardiac is when you're going into the 9th inning. There's a 1-run lead or a tie game. Be warned. Here comes Lowe. And it's going to be a 1-2-0 on Mr. Lowe. Midget Currie gets down, bears it in. There's a little light right front, heading over towards Donovan. He's able to get there in a hurry, gets him in, and makes the play on a nice knee, right there at the knee catch. And that will be 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Due up is Bill Hanlon. Last time up, he got a base hit. He is 1 for 1 today. As I remind everybody, if my mind serves me right, and tell me if I'm wrong, Beatles. Bill Hanlon was like I said, he only lasted 21 at bats. He became an umpire. And a very good one, too. I think he's in the Hall of Fame. As an umpire, not a batter. Here is the pitch to Hanlon, where he got traded. I know I got him. I know I built my transactions up, so I know he's in there. And it is a 1-4-7 to Hanlon. Currie's getting it looks like he's getting his groove on again, but this happened the last time, too. Here's delivery, grounded over towards shortstop, towards Williams, and he's also going to join the crew with this 4th error of the game for the Cardinals as he boots the ball. And another shenanigans going on out there. And as we see Jeff from the stands over there just laughing away at the dead ball Cardinals. Here we go. Jack Taylor's up on the mound. He's at an 85% bunt rate. Let's see if we can get him to bunt. Move the runner across. This was dead ball, guys. And this is going to be a 5-27. And swung on, soft ground ball, hanging down towards third base. And it hits Brain's glove and nips out there. Error on Brain. Heads out to the foul line. Handles on his way over towards third. And he slides in. Taylor will take second base on the air. 2 errors here on the Cardinals. On Dave Brainy Company, it's the 5th error of the game for St. Louis, and a 1-1 tie here. In a very obviously, you can tell this is not going to be a defensive gem. Coming up is Davy Jones. He is 0 for 1. He walked in the first. He flew out in the second. In our maddening game, here we go. And there again, there's only 1 down. Runners on second and third. God, do I dare bring him in? I may as well. And the fielders are going to come in. They're going to make sure nobody scores. Here in our dead ball game, close that for right now. And here's the pitch to Davy Jones. And it is going to be 9-5-3. That is not going to be a good one here. Here we go. Everybody takes their lead. He's got it. Cranks up. That's heading out towards center field, no man's land. It gets between down the school and is skipping all the way towards that back fence by the flagpole, and he holds it down. Soon's heading out that way. Picks it up, fires it back in all the way into Williams. But 2 runs will score. Hanlon will score, and here comes Taylor. It is now 3-1 Chicago. Both runs are unearned. I think all 3 runs for the Cubbies are unearned. Jones is on second base. Due up is Jimmy Slagle. Jimmy Slagle's also reached out a base hit, and he grounded out to Currie. Curry's just looking around, just amazed at what's going on over here. Here is the pitch to Davy Jones. He's seeing too many batters here. This is a 2-9-2. He kicks and deals. That's back up the middle. Over towards first. Farrell reaches in. James will hold on to the ball. Fires towards first with the out. And Davy Jones will take third base. 4-3 on the ground ball. That's only 2 down. We are in the top of the 4th inning here at Robeson Field, St. Louis. Opening day for the St. Louis Cardinals. Chicago Cubs have come into town for this game here in 1903. Due up here is Johnny Kling. Johnny Kling so far is 0 for 2. He has hit into a double play in the first inning, a 4-6-3, and he has popped out to the shortstop. Or lined out. This is a 7-3-6. That's good. That's not going to be good. Jones might come on in on this one here, and here we go. Johnny Kling actually hit .297 for the Chicago Cubs. Rear back and far, that's swung it, heading over towards Pass. He's on the ground, though. It gets past Farrell and in towards Donovan, and Jones will score. 3rd run for the Cubs here in the 4th inning. It is now 4-1 Chicago. It was turned out to be a complete disaster for the fielding defense for St. Louis today. Coming to bat will be John Dobbs. And here is the pitch. It is an 891, and the dam got busted open early this time. I thought it was going to happen in the 3rd. It's happening now. And Currie is in trouble. That's back over towards Donovan. That's in the right field. It's going to be a single for Dobbs. They might get the run over. Clint keeps going. He's over towards 3rd, and we have runners on 1st and 3rd. Two down, and the Cardinals can't seem to get anybody out right now. 4-1 Chicago. Come to bat is Joe Tinker. He is the 8th batter of the inning. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Here we go. And it is a 484. Come on. Here we go, ready to deal. It's heading towards Barkley in left field. No problems this time, though, and he makes the catch. But the damage has been done. 3 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. There were 2 Cardinal errors. At the end of 3.5, it is Chicago 4, the St. Louis Cardinals 1. Due up for the St. Louis Cardinals is Art Nichols, Otto Williams, and Jack Ryan. Art Nichols is 0 for 1 today. He flew out to right field his first time up. Here is the pitch. And this one's going to be a good pitch. 9-8-8 to Jack Nichols. Art Nichols. Who was back then probably your typical punch and Judy if you tell by his on-base percentage. or by Slick. That's heading out towards right field, though. And that's going to get by Jones. It's heading over towards the wall. Jones has to come on in, fire it back in, and Nichols will get a rare double. As he gets on, Otto Williams is coming to bat. Nichols is at there at second base, and we're going to try again. See if we can get a stolen base out of him, because they need it. The Cardinals need all the help they can get right now. They are down 4-1. Don't think he's going to get it. And they do it. Bust a second. Nichols will stick close to the back. And here we go. Williams at the plate. And that is a 9.85. And the Cardinals look like they're going to fight to come back. That's going to head out there. Veers back first. Swung out, heading out towards center field. Dom starts in, gets back in. It's getting over his head, heading towards that scoreboard. And he has to go back and chase it down. Fires it back in. Williams will take the double. Here comes Nichols. It's the second Cardinal run. 4-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning in the game that the Cardinals are actually doing it by hitting instead of their defense. Fourth hit for the Cardinals, and Jack Ryan's come to bat. He is 0 for 1. He lined out to our third baseman, Joe Tinker, in the second inning. Cardinals are fighting back. It's got the makings of a wild game. Like I said, welcome to the dead ball era. Can't go without it. Here is the pitch to Ryan. And it is a 2-4-5. That's a shuttle towards left field, towards Jimmy Slagle, and he takes a step back, gets that glove up in the air, reaches and snags that ball down. That is it's one down here. And coming up is Midget Currie. Currie's 0 for 1 today. Last time up, he also lined out towards Tinker. Here is the pitch to Currie. And yes, by the way, in Beatles, you can back this up. Clarence Currie's nickname was Midget. By the way, for any of my baseball historians, I refer to Beatles eternally. He is probably the expert on the dead ball era. I study it, but Beatles knows it. That's a good difference. Clarence Currie is not one of the better batters out there. He batted .085. He was brought in for pitching, not batting. It's a .662. He's waiting. That delivers. That's heading out towards left field. Also, Slagle's there, and he makes the easy catch on the shallow left field because they know Currie isn't going to hit that far. A typical punch and Judy hitter is what Currie is. Coming up will be John Farrell. John Farrell is 1 for 2 today. Breeze on in the first inning. Scored a run, has a stolen base. And he lined out right straight to the pitch in the third. Here is the pitch to Taylor. Here we go, folks, and it is an 8-2-5. Here we go. There's the deal. Heading out towards right field to Jones. Pass diving low into right field. Yes, we're going to tip that extra base. Why not? 99% chance? Oh, yeah. Well, it takes 4 numbers, and I've had it happen before, so not this time, kiddies. 1, 2, 4. And Farrell gets out there. They're going to bring him over. Williams being waved around, and he's going to score from second base. Farrell will stay at first, and it is now 4-3. Farrell's on with the second base hit. And yes, we are. Going to see if we can try to tip another stolen base for Farrell. Get over to second base. Oh, 280. I don't think he's got the numbers for that one there. Just keep the close eye. They anchored him to the bag. He already has 1 stolen base this game. So they're not taking any chances with that. And here is the pitch, too, from Smoot. And that is an 8-1-0. Get back there. There we go. And pitch on its way out towards left field. High in the air. He has a long way to go. It's going to drop in front of him. No, we're not going to take that chance. That's way too much. Farrell will take second base. They turn on the brakes. Smoot will take first. We got one going here. We got a Donnybrook. Dave Brain's back up there. He is 0 for 2 today. I actually am showing him 1 for 2. Yeah, I messed up somewhere. Okay. Not going to worry about it. I forgot to keep the scoreboard the first thing. So here we go. And here is the pitch. And Smoot has the first RBI of the game too. So this is a 9-8-5. This could be trouble. That ball is absolutely hammered. That's going way back there. As it hits that wall, hits a bounce off a bad spot now there on the wall. They're coming around. Here comes Farrell. Here comes Smoot. Dave Brain gets the dead ball home run. A triple, and the Cardinals now take a 5-4 lead here in the 4th inning. Yeah, I can see relief pitchers will be for real. I ain't gonna have no choice on that one there because I forgot to make one small change in this game. I forgot it's the dead ball here, and I can allow up to many runs. I dropped it at 6 on the slam, so that's gonna be my fault. We're gonna be playing with relief pitchers too. So I do apologize, Beatles. I screwed up. And this is a 6-4-3 going to George Barkley. Brain's on third. Possible chance? Never know with this game. Taylor shakes it off. There he goes. Right over towards third base. 2 up to Tinker over third base. He gets in. Throws out Barkley by a couple of steps. That is the inning. But the damage is done for the Cardinals. They scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning here at Robinson Field. And that's right, guys. Here we go. Yes, at the famous young men of particular taste in our dress. Yes, your money back if you want it. Open Saturday nights till 10 o'clock. Young men's suits for $20. America's finest ready-to-wear clothing, $16.50 to $30. Boys' best clothing for $3.75, $4.95. And it's all at the famous store in St. Louis. That's right. And I'm hoping everybody is enjoying the game. Here we go. Beatles, you take care. Thank you for coming anyway. I miss you. You are missed, my friend. Okay, we're in the 5th inning. We're going to be doing relief pitchers. I got no choice. I got to go back. When I get done, I got to go back in and fix one of the options. I forgot dead ball. You're pretty much allowed unlimited runs. Johnny Evers coming to bat, top of the 5th inning, and there's a real wild game going on here, guys. Hope everybody is enjoying it. Here we go. And it is going to be a 4-6-5. Let's hope St. Louis's defense finally gets that patchwork woken up. Critter's looking in. Here's the pitch over towards first base. A bullet, but Nichols is right there and nails Evers. And that's a line drive and 1 down. Robbie Lowe's coming up to bat. So far, mostly in at least 3 of these innings, Currie's gotten 2 out, and then the damn bursts on him. And he's just like they're just looking at frustration this entire game. Coming up is Bobby Lowe. He is 0 for 2 today. Here is the pitch. And this is going to be an 8-3-2. Yes, this may not be done yet, the bloodshed here. Bobby Lowe gets it out there on the windup. That's heading towards center field. Line shot. It's going to drop right in front for a blistering single for Lowe. Smooth throw back to the infield is wildly done. That's the 6th Cardinal error. Lowe will take second base as he missed the cutoff heading back towards plate air, and he will stay at second base. Wild Bill Hanlon's coming up. He is 1 for 2. Has scored a run. Here is the pitch. Lowe's on second. He is ready. And a 0-2-8. Here's the windup coming down the delivery, and he deals. Strike 3 it was called. See you later. And that's the third strikeout of the game for Clarence Currie, which he only had 52 for the year, so not doing badly. He also has right now 2 walks, giving up 4 runs. In a wild, wild game. And his ERA, as you can tell, it is right now a 0. Every run that's scored so far has been unearned. All 4 of the Cub runs have been unearned. Coming up is the pitcher, Jack Taylor. Jack Taylor so far today is also 0 for 2. And he got a 7.38. Here comes the windup. Currie fires, and that's high ball 4. And as I said, never know what's going to happen. That is the third walk given up by Currie. Coming up is Davy Jones. He is 1 for 2. He has walked. He's got a double, 2 RBIs, and he has scored a run himself. Here is the pitch to Davy Jones. Lowe's got his lead. Taylor takes his lead, and it is a, come on, 237. Here we go. He gets a sign right over towards first base. Bounces. Nichols moves in. Gloves it. Underhands to Currie for the out. And they're guaranteed the third out. No runs. 1 hit. 2 runners were left on base. At the end of 4.5, it is the St. Louis Cardinals 5. Chicago Cubs 4. Due up for the Cardinals is Patsy Donovan, Art Nichols, and Otto Williams. And Jester, if you don't, before you leave, I just want to thank you very much for payoff pitch. I'm having a good time with it. I'm using part of your charts. I'm not using them all. I'm still not understanding a couple of them, but I'll get used to it yet. But a couple of them I understand quite well, and they work real well. So thank you very, very much, sir, for that. I appreciate it very much. I've got a few games in. Most of, and if you want to look, they're in the Delphi form under. What are they under? I did. I signed up a couple days ago. Told you I've got. If you're doing it Tuesday afternoon, I've got an appointment Tuesday afternoon, which kind of sucks. But no, I signed up for it. I thought I put it in the notes underneath the photo. I came in late. Your payoff pitches in sideline strategy. Okay, I'll do it again. All right, I'll take a look again. So yeah, because I'm only having troubles with the first to third and the second to home, but I think I got one right a couple days ago. So it didn't get down to choice, but I had something else in there that I could use. So it actually hit pretty good. But they're not bad. I like them. I still don't disagree. I still think the number from left field going into home is a little low. Especially with good left fielders that we got out there. All right, here we go. Patsy Donovan's up the bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hope Trice fan, I hope you're enjoying the game yourself here. Welcome to the Cardiac League Baseball. As you can tell, this really is Cardiac League Baseball. That's a 591 against Patsy Donovan. And by the way, Jester, I'm using rock and roll dice. They work better. They work great. Art Nichols is up the bat. That was a button right at Johnny Evers, able to make the catch. It's easy when throwing ones right at you. And Art Nichols covered the bat so far today. He is 1 for 2. He has a double on an RBI. Art Nichols, who actually had a real live slugging percentage of .208 with a 192 average. He was a real punch and Judy hitter. Only batted 120 times. And for real, he actually had a total of, 2 doubles in his 36 games that he played for the Cardinals. Didn't walk a lot, didn't strike out a lot either, so he had a good eye. Just had a bad bat. Here's the pitch. And that is a 9-13. Nichols, here it goes, and it's on a dunker to right field again. They're like on a punchy juice shot. Jones is too far back, and he had to play up closer. And Hanlon gets the Nichols gets the base hit, and he's going to sit there and try for second base. Can't go with this kind of luck. I must have missed him. Oh, they didn't have anything on him in the fantasy thing that I used. I had to sit there and do some serious math to try to get the base stealing down to a science. Otherwise, everybody would have 99 and 99. It wasn't working well, so I had to do something with it. Plus, they also had to get their everybody's missing strikeouts, but they were listed, so I posted them. Otto Williams is up to bat, so I had to make up some stuff in 1903. They're still lacking information. They're working on it, though. And here we go. It is a 396 going off against Otto Williams. See what happens here. Taylor's the sign. It's over towards Tinker. Swung on. Hits a slow roll towards Tinker's. Fielded by. He throws it in the dirt. And it's dug out nice to Hanlon, but Nichols will take second. And on a bad throw, Hanlon was able to save it. We have 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jack Ryan's up to bat. Nichols is at first base. Jack Ryan is 0 for 2 today. Of course, I got this whole thing messed up, so it doesn't matter. Here we go. I forgot I had to keep a scorecard for Digital Diamonds. It's the only game I have to. And it's an 8:56 to Jack Ryan. At the belt, cuts the plate. That's a soft footer going in towards right field. Davy Jones has his hands on to save Ryan. They're waving Nichols around, and he is going to score. Jack Ryan holds on to first. It is 6-4 St. Louis. 6 runs, 9 hits, 6 errors for the Cardinals right now. They got the same amount of errors they do runs. And coming up is our pitcher, Clarence Currie. I did back it up because that's not a 6. Here, sorry about that. Here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 500 on Currie. Whoop, not 1500. There we go. Held on its way. That's a tapper over towards first base. Hanlon's able to take it real easy for the bag, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 run left on base. At the end of 5 full, it is St. Louis 6, the Chicago Cubs 4. Coming up here in the 6th inning will be Jimmy Slagle, Johnny Kling, and John Dobbs. And what is honestly not turning into an offense, it's turning into a defensive affair. I do plan on watching it, Jester. I see everybody sneaking out on us. That's okay. That happens. We are in the top of the 6th inning. This game is going longer than what I planned on. I'm out of practice. Again, I will work on the camera when I get back from England. Need to figure out something I can put the camera behind me so you can see down on top of me. I figured out the rest of it. That was the easy part. Okay, here we go. Jack Taylor's up. Jimmy Slagle's up the bat. Clarence Currie is still at the mound. It is 6-4 St. Louis here in the top of the 6th inning. Here is the pitch to Jimmy Slagle, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. And it is a 5-9-4. Shakes it off. Here's the pitch over to Slagle. And that is ball 4. Slagle is walked. Coming up is Johnny Kling. Johnny Kling is 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Currie's ready. Slagle's at first. We're going to see if we can get him a steal a base. And that is a 205. He's got the lead. Going for the steal. He's got a lead. And it is a 0-3-3. Juicy, and here we go. Here's the pitch. There it goes. Throw from right. It's a good one, but he beats it out barely. He gets that toe in there. And he'll take second base here in the top 6th inning. Johnny Kling's up the bat. Here is the pitch to Kling. And it is going to be a 7:56. Kling gets a hold of it, heading out towards center field, hard on the ground. It gets in center for a safe for a hit, and we're going to see if we can get Slagle home. Come on. And it is a 466. Coming around, that might get the runner over. Yes, Slagle keeps coming in. He scores. It is 6-5 in the top 6th inning. Johnny Kling is over at first base. Johnny Dobbs is up to bat today. He is 1 for 3 today. Couldn't tell you what the 1 is. Not anymore. My scorecard's messed up. So hopefully if anybody from Digital Diamond Baseball is watching this, you are the only game that I have to keep a scorebook. Because all the other ones I use card and dice, and of course I use ball stat. This game here is so big you can't. But I have to go back and forth and up and down and in and out, and I don't want to do that to the folks or anybody else who plays the game with me. Johnny Dobbs coming up to bat here. Here we go. Kling's on first. We're going to let this one go. That is a 6:52. And he is hit by the pitch. Runner, that's the first time Currie's done that today. We have runners on first and second. Coming into bat will be Joe Tinker. He is 1 for 3 with a run scored today. Kling is on second. Dobbs is on first. Here's the pitch. And it is going to be a 7:57. It's starting to get ugly again for the Cardinals. This is the way the game's been going. Here's the pitch. That's heading out towards left field. Line hard over the shortstop. Past Williams. Barkley's picking it up. Here comes Kling. He's going to be heading home. And here comes the throw. Coming on in, headed down towards the plate. Klinko, here comes the thing. And not in time. Dobbs will stay at second. And we have a 6-6 ball game. Dobbs is at second. Tinker's at first. Johnny Evers is coming to bat. He is 1 for 3 with a double and RBI today. Currie's on the mound. Here's the pitch. And it is a 2-4-9. Here's the pitch on its way. It's heading right over towards Waynes. He's right there, and Evers is out on the line. Shot by Waynes. We have 1 down. Due up here is Bobby Lowe. Bobby Lowe is the second baseman. So far is 1 for 3 today, and here we go. Here is the pitch to Lowe. And it is a 5-4-5. Here goes, rocks the first. Pass ball! Gets past right and able to scream down to second and third. It's Dobbs and Tinker. They take second and third. The field's going to come in on Low now. They're going to play it in. They're going to try to stop the run from coming in. Here comes the pitch. Bad time for that to happen. And they are threading. Here's the pitch to Lowe. And it is a 235. Infield in, turns to Sellers, going to Barkley. He's right there, makes the catch. And Dobbs is tagging up. He will score 7-6 Chicago. On the sacrifice fly by Bobby Lowe and Bill Hanlon's come to bat, runner on second base. Here is the pitch with 2 down. Anything but a fly ball would have been good. These are not the strongest arms out there. This is a 982. Bill Hanlon gets a hold of that sucker, and that's going out towards left field. That's going to get past it. It's off to the races. And that's down the line, heading towards that far corner, 400 feet away. And Barker gets it. Here comes Hanlon. He's going to be safe on third. And the Cardinals score the 8th run of the game for themselves. It's now 8-6 Chicago. Top of the 6th inning, Jack Taylor's up to bat. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. This game is not over. We're only in the 6th inning. There has been 14 runs scored, 8 errors by both teams. Here is the pitch to Jack Taylor. And that's going to be a 475. And for any of my viewers, I'm going to let this one go. Let's head it over to shallow field, and Barkley's able to put that one away. Buzz 3 down. 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 runner left. At the end of going to the bottom of the 6th, it is Chicago 8, St. Louis Cardinals 6. The reason why I have not pulled the pitchers, Jester, is because in dead ball and in this game here, both pitchers went the distance. But it was a 2-1 game for real. But they still went the distance, and most of the time they did. Coming to bat is John Farrell. John Farrell today is 2 for 3 with an RBI, 2 runs scored, and he has a stolen base. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning of a wild game. Here is the pitch to Farrell. And that is a 504. Here's the windup by Taylor. High chopper over towards second base towards Lowe. He throws it over to Hanlon, and he makes the play. 1 down. Due up here is Homer Smoot. Homer Smoot today is 1 for 3. He does have a run scored. Here is the pitch to Smoot. And it is a 0-0-2. Coming on down, Taylor takes the pitch. That's a sinker, drops on him. Missed by Smoot, and it's strike 3, the second strikeout by Jack Taylor the entire game. Coming up is Dave Brain. He is 2 for 3. He does have the dead ball home run, 3 RBIs. He's one of them that has it. Here is the pitch to Brain. And it is a 956. And on his way, bang to the right field for the hit. That's coming over to Jones. He gets in there. A solid single for Brain. Brain's on first base. And here we go again. Cardinals need this one, so I got to get it going. So we're going to try for the steal. And here we go, and it is a 157. He's got the lead. Here's the throw, and Smoot's on his way. Brain's on his way. Brain goes, great throw, and Brain flies underneath the tag. He is safe at second base with the stolen base. Coming up is George Barkley. He is 0 for 3 today. One of the few people in this game who has yet to get a hit. Both teams have 10 hits, by the way. Coming up is George Barkley coming up. Here is the pitch to Barkley. Last time I did a desperate stolen base for the Cardinals, They scored 4 runs. 766 to Barkley. And here he comes, and that's a walk ball 4. That's the second walk given up by Jack Taylor. Patsy Donovan's coming up. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here is the pitch. And it is a, come on, 2-6-72. Patsy Donovan's ready, and that is a ball 4. Bases are loaded, 2 down. Coming to bat is the weak hitting Art Nichols. And no, in this game, there were also no pinch hitters either. Something they didn't think about. So, here we go. Here's the pitch to Nichols. He is 2 for 3. And it is a 1-8-0. Wind up the pitch. That's on the ground towards first base to Hanley. He picks it up, hustles to the bag for the out. And 3 down. The Cardinals left the bases loaded and could not score a run. We're going into the top of the 7th. Currie is in the tire mode. And I'm going to have to go get a pinch hitter because I can't just let this happen. I got to fix this. I will fix it later to 10 runs, by the way. All right, I need to see. Wait. Cancel that real quick. Thank you. Okay. Who have I got? Everybody started. St. Louis. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I had no. Nope, I got 1. 1 true guy. Everybody here started. Way to go. Okay, so we got to figure this out. All right, so. All right. We're just going to grab somebody. I got Ed Taylor here. We'll grab him. New kid. Nope, he's not in yet. Nope, does not meet the minimums. All right, let's bring him in. What the hell? Got a guy named Ed Taylor who's going to be coming in to pitch. So here we go. So we got Taylor versus Taylor now. Coming up is Davy Jones. Taylor's on the mound. Here is the pitch. Top of the 7th inning. And he has a heck of an error rate, 11%. 236. Here comes the pitch, right straight to Nichols. He grabs it, waits for Taylor to cover first, and makes the loss. He tires Jones. 1 down. Jimmy Slagle's coming up. He's 0 for 2. 2 walks, a run, stolen base. Ed Taylor's on the mound in relief for Currie. And here is the pitch coming in. That's a 598. And he hits it right back to the mound. Easily to Taylor. Picks it up. Fires the first. 2 down. Coming up is Johnny Kling. Johnny Kling today is 2 for 4. 2 RBIs. Has scored a run. Here's the pitch by Ed Taylor. He's doing a pretty good job. Who pitched a grand total of 3 innings total for the Cardinals, by the way, in real life. 6-2-9. And here it comes. That's right over towards Brains. Roller easily to Brain. Fires Nichols for the out. And a 1-2-3 inning by the Cardinals. And this is the wildest game. No, this is not my high school debut, Dave Gardner. Oh, okay, that's okay. I don't mind. What year are you carded this time? So, KC, how are you? This is the wildest game I've ever thrown. This Digital Diamond Baseball. I haven't lost my touch. Did better, though, in National Pass. I wish it would have posted up, but it did. 3-2 game, San Francisco. Okay. Here we go, guys. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. In a madhouse game, it really is. All right, here we go. Jack Tails on. Otto Williams is up. He is 1 for 3. Double RBI. Scored a run. It is a 2-6-9. Otto Williams. Taylor tilts the rubber, winds and delivers. That's a high hit deep, but not deep enough. Dobbs able to get out there and pick it off, and we have one down. Jack Ryan, the catcher, is up. So far, he is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Here is the pitch. And it is a 672. Swung on, it's right over towards Johnny Evers. Throw by Wallet. It ends up in the stands. It's a 2-base error on Evers. Third error by the Chicago Cubs. St. Louis Cardinals, if you haven't noticed, has 6 today so far. That's the way this game has gone. Coming up to bat is the pitcher, Ed Taylor. And we're going to let him hit. He didn't get a chance to pitch for real. He only threw 3 innings in a game. That's all he threw the entire game, so let's see what they're going to do for me for the kid. Never know. He's the only legitimate relief pitcher they got out here. That's a 161. That ain't going to make it. At least he hit the ball. Not bad. Step back. That's right to Johnny Evers, the shortstop. Lined hard, but he gets it. And Ryan Hell's back. John Farrell, the second baseman, is up. He is 2 for 4 today. 1 RBI. Scored 2 runs. Has that stolen base. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. Coming up, and it's going to be a 665. On the way, Farrell stepped towards third base to Tinker, and Tinker's able to snap it up and hold on to the ball, and he gets them out 3 down. At the end of 7, it is the Chicago Cubs, 8 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. The St. Louis Cardinals, 6 runs, 10 hits, and 6 errors. And, let's see what I can do here for trouble, causing trouble. I'm good at this. Oh God, too many clothes models. And at McClure Phillips and Company in New York, the career of a fortune-hunting earl in America is brilliantly recounted in The Golden Fleece by David Graham Phillips. You'll be interested and amused by the caustic picture society in New York, where the earl lost his first heiress. Boston, where he encountered a spirit rival. Washington, where he met some very queer fish. And Chicago, where society hunted him and where he fell genuinely in love with the wrong girl. They have 16 pure, good illustrations by Harrison Fisher, and the book is $1.50. Published by McClure Phillips and Company of New York. And today we also have the tie fold collar, the patented invisible tie hold. Opening keeps the tie in place. It cannot slip up or down or from side to side. You don't see the opening when the tie is adjusted. Different heights to fit all necks. Quarter sizes if you want it. It's by the Cluent brand, 25 cents each. And it's by the Cluent Peabody and Company of St. Louis. We are in the top of the 8th. In an 8-6 wild game going on here, as you can tell. Johnny Dobbs is up to bat. He is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Here's the pitch by Ed Taylor. It is a 9:37, and the dam is still bursting. Taylor's down. He gets it. That's heading out towards right field. It's going to hit right into for a plunge right in the front forward base hit. Dobbs will take first. Due up is Joe Tinker. Joe Tinker is 2 for 4 with an RBI today, and 2 runs scored in a very wild game. Here is the pitch. Joe Tinker and Johnny Evers are both in unusual spots. And Chance took the day off on opening day of all things. It's a 477. Here we go, sets and deals, and that gets away from Ryan. A wild pitch, second one of the game for the Cardinals. And here, then Dobbs will take second base. The only thing I don't like about this game when it does that, I hate surprises. Here is the pitch to Joe Tinker. And that is a 7-1-1, because that's what usually happens right behind it. That is going to be a walk. Runners on first and second. That is Ed Taylor's first walk of the game. Coming up will be Johnny Evers. Johnny Evers, shortstop for the Chicago Cubs. In an 8-6 game, and the pitch here is, it is a 376. Here it comes. Swung on right to Williams. There's a liner, and he's got it. One down. Runs are at first and second. Bobby Lowe is up. And he is 1 for 3 today, so he's doing a good job for the Chicago Cubs at second base. He's playing second instead of the normal Joe Tinker. Here we go. Here comes the pitch by our man Ed Taylor. We are in the bottom top of the 8th inning. Runs on first and second, and this is a 981. This was going to go somewhere. Bobby Lowe gets it out there. He's looking in. There goes the pitch. That's heading out towards center field. That is definitely over Smoot's head. It's skipping all the way to the back wall, and he comes on in. Here comes Dobbs to score. Here comes Tinker to score. It is 10-6 Chicago on a triple by Bobby Lowe. Due up here is Bill Hanlon. He is 2 for 4 today. He also has a triple, 1 RBI, and he has scored a run. Lowe is on third. There's one down. And we're going to bring the fielders in and hopefully get some luck here. That's what this game's going to need. This is the wildest game I've ever played since I've been doing all these games. It's a 500 here. Infield is in. Hopefully they'll keep him in. Here we go. Nope, may not. That's going to Donovan. They are going to take no chances, and they're going to let Lowe try to tag up here. Here we go. %90 chance. You never know what's going to go happen. That's right. 176. He is going to make it in. There's going to be 11-6 for the Chicago Cubs. And he scores. Jack Taylor's up on here. Nobody at the plate. Everybody's in. 2 down. Here is the pitch to Taylor. He is 0 for 3, by the way, for the run scored. 11-6 Chicago on this wonderful day in St. Louis. The Cardinal fans, they're hanging in there because this has not been the normal game, and it's a 7-2-1. 9 errors in this game so far. 22 hits. 17 runs scored. And Donovan got that one right to him. 3 runs, 2 hits. Nobody left on base. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jack Taylor is still on the mound. Homer Smoot is up the bat. He is 1 for 4 today with the runs scored. Here is the pitch. And it is a 1-2-5. Taylor rules back. That's a bouncer pass. Taylor had to get into him, but Slow scoots over, makes the grab, fires the first, and we have one down. Dave Brain is up to bat, 3 for 4, triple 3 RBIs, stolen base here in this wild game. Here is the pitch. And it is a 399. That's heading out towards left field. Hard line drive. And Slagle's able to take that hit away. We have 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning. Excuse me. The ball's being hit to the right, folks. George Barkley's up. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Here's the pitch. And it is a 358. Here it comes. Dan grounded right up towards Evers. And Evers boots it for the second time this game. The 4th error for the Cubs. Barkley takes first. Patsy Donovan is up. He is over 2 with 2 walks. He is due to get a hit this game. Let's hope he can do it now. They could use it. Here is the pitch to Patsy Donovan. And it is a 623. Maybe, maybe not. He fires. That is a high pop-up. Klinger pounces on it. Fires to first. Donovan is out. No runs, no hits. One man left on base. At the end of 8 full innings, it is Chicago 11, St. Louis 6. And before this gets really out of hand, I want to thank Dave, ID Jester, Ken Castro. Beatles Eternal showed up. I was glad he did. Tribe, V-Wogs, and Nat King Currie. I want to thank all of you guys for showing up today. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys more often. I will be playing as we go. I will be working as we go along on this stuff, so hang in there. Jester, I'm going to make you a moderator, by the way, in case you're not listening. That way I can sneak it in and you won't know about it. Dave, for all the kidding aside, how'd you like to be a moderator of the channel, too, at the same time? Because you're now in. There you go. Okay. This has been fun, Nat. It really has. It's been different. Don't be I do MP3. I do National Pastime 3. Live for the game. These guys all know it. If you ever see my National Pastime 3 things, they really are cardiac baseball. We're in the top of the ninth. Ed Taylor's still on the mound. He's going to see if he can try to hang out there for the ninth inning. Here's the pitch to Davy Jones, who is 1 for 4, walk, double, 2 RBIs. And it is a 2-0-2. Mr. Taylor's hanging in there for the rookie that he is. This is his only appearance he'll probably ever have for the rest of the season. Because he did not last long. He's one of those that came up, showed up, and said, nah, I don't want to be here. Right over to Barkley, makes it, and it hits the Barkley's heel. The 7th error of the game. Davy Jones is at first base. 7th error for St. Louis Cardinals. One of the most I've ever had was 5 errors in one game in one of the other leagues. Jimmy Slagle's up the bat. Here's the pitch. And Ed Taylor's just tired. And that is a 7-8-8. He is not going to last. That's going to be a base hit heading out right past Farrell. No, right to Farrell. Throws away for the force down to first. Double play. Oh, my stars. I know I hit the number right. It was an excellent play. They got him on a great play thing. And a double play for the St. Louis Cardinals. I thought that was going to be a base hit. I know I hit the right numbers. I thought I did anyway. Okay, here we go. Johnny Kling is up the bat. Here is the pitch. Anybody sees that, tell me I didn't hit 488 by accident. That's a 0-1-6 to Johnny Kling. And Ed Taylor finishes up his time with the Cardinals with a strikeout. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning. The Cardinals need 6 runs against Jack Taylor. Taylor's back on the mound. Here we go. Coming up is Art Nichols. Is 2 for 4, double, 2 runs scored. And it is a 2-1-6. Pitch is on the way. Swung on. That's right over towards Lowe. Line up the middle. And Lowe's able to smack that out real quick. And that is 1 down. Otto Williams is coming up to bat. Here is the pitch to Otto Williams. And it is a 2-2-2. Barring it being a error. That should be an out. And it turns out, here we go. Fastball right there. Popped under it. And Kling's able to make the catch. Jack Ryan, the catcher, is back up on here. Bottom of the ninth inning. 2 down. Last hope. And it is a 6-7-0. He cranks, fires, ground ball to Evers, gathers up, throws to first. This one blows Chicago 11-6. Chicago, 11 runs, 12 hits, 4 errors. St. Louis, 6 runs, 10 hits, 7 errors. Let's take a look and see how it looks on the board. Yes, we're going to count this crazy game. Don't ask. They got me down as night games on this thing, too. I don't play it. This is 1903. All right, here we go. Whoops, that didn't go right. Play ball. Thank you. Okay, previous day is what I want. I'm still getting used to the new board. All right, Jack Taylor's the winner. Clarence Currie is the loser. For the pitching staff, surprisingly, all right, for the St. Louis Cardinals, Clarence Currie pitched 6 innings, gave up 10 hits, he gave up 8 runs, only 4 of them were earned. 4 walks, struck out 3, which for that time of year was pretty good, as the area was 6. And Taylor came in, threw 3 innings, 3 earned runs on 2 hits. Walked 1, struck out 1. Jack Taylor, winners, had 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. Walked 3, struck out 2 for 5. The Chicago Cubs, Johnny Evers committed 3 errors. Taylor, Chicago throws a complete game. Chicago Cubs had 4. St. Louis had 7. Bobby Lowe is the hero of the game for the Chicago Cubs. St. Louis left 5. They had 5 for 15 with runners in scoring position, so they actually got 1/3 of them in. The big hitters were John Farrell, who went 2 for 5 with an RBI. Dave Brain went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Art Nichols, who was a punchy Judy hitter, went 2 for 5. Everybody else got 1. A couple missed. There were 1 triple by the Cardinals. Dave Brain, Art Nichols, and Williams both had doubles. Farrell and Brain both stole bases. Farrell had 2 errors. Otto Williams had 2 errors. Jack Wright had a pass ball, and I know that there were a couple wild pitches in there. For the Chicago Cubs, they only hit 6 of 17 with runners in scoring position, surprisingly. 11 runs, 12 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters had 2 hits each. Bobby Lowe had 3 RBIs. Johnny Kling had 2 RBIs. Davy Jones had 2 RBIs. Joe Tinker scored 3 runs. Jack Dobbs scored 2 runs. Bobby Lowe and Hanlon both had the dead ball home run triples. Davy Jones, Johnny Evers had doubles. Taylor had a sacrifice hit. Lowe and Hanlon both had sacrifice flies. Slagle stole the base. Like I said, 3 errors on Evers. Johnny Dobbs got hit by a pitch, and there were 2 double plays hit. They left 10 on base. The Cardinals left 11. Guys, this is the wildest game I've ever thrown. And I hope I don't throw another one that bad again. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for showing up. I do want to thank you all. Yeah, Boo Cubs is right. Jester, thank you too. I'm probably going to do a couple of I'm probably going to do a couple of MP3 games. I got to do it this way. My laptop I've already packed up to go. I want everybody to take care. Hopefully I'll be on again. I'm going to try to get in between schedules. I may end up doing day games, so I'm going to be home all week. So you guys all take care. Thank you everybody for showing up. It's always been a pleasure. Jester, I hope you have a good time yourself. Those are not meant to be shenanigans. You know me better than that when it comes to playing the baseball game. So everybody take care. I will hear from you at another date. Thank you very much and have a very, very good evening.